There we go. All right. Let's see if someone could say hello. Tell me you're here so we can get comments scrolling. So today we're going to play with our ChalkSuede paper. You can get 12 by 12 inch sheets. Great for scrapbooking. It's a 12 pack. And I want to say it's like, oh gosh, $20, something like that, which is awesome sauce. So, and you could do more than, I mean, you could do anything with this paper. It's just so soft and velvety. It's very fun to play with. So let's grab a sheet. It almost feels waxy. It's so soft. Oh, it's just so soft. All right, let's grab a piece. I grabbed my 12-inch paper trimmer, so if you have one of those, that will help immensely with cutting everything down to size. And then we grabbed our Love Joy Peace C-size transfer. It has these flowers, and then it has the words on them. So love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Everyone's been kind of doing like all the flowers at once, or they've been displaying it like this, like down the back of their shirt. I've seen some really good ideas, but I kind of thought it would be nice to do bookmarks. These would be really great for handing out to the kids at school or wherever, doing a nice little workshop with some kids. Also, if you go into the Etsy shop Decor cutouts, they have the cutouts for it, the wood cutouts. Because I thought that would be fun too. You can get a vase and just kind of stack them all in there. I thought that would be kind of fun too. So, all right, let's see here. I'm going to get a marker. And I am going to just joy, love, peace. Now I'm not going to cut this because there in between some of these flowers there is not a whole lot of space. So I want to make sure I keep it whole. But I am going to kind of measure these flowers. I think this one seems to be the tallest because they all seem to be in a row here. That one seems to be the tallest. So here's what I'm going to do. We know our sheet of ChalkSuede paper is 12 by 12. Let's put that aside. I'm going to put this in my trimmer. I'm not going to cut it. We're just going to see exactly how long it is. So I can bring it kind of in the middle here to measure it. Okay, I see that this is about the 3-inch line. It starts at about 3 and 3.25, and it goes till about 10 3/4 maybe. So let's say it's 3 to 11. That's 8 inches. I'm going to make my bookmark 9 inches. Okay, so we can take this out. Also, we have to pay attention to how wide they are. Okay, you see how this guy's pretty wide, whereas this guy's pretty slim. So we also have to take that into consideration. So I won't bother with the big one tonight. Let's see, is that my widest, second widest? Let's see if we can measure this guy. Let's put this over here. So a little calculating you have to do just to figure it out. Let's see. And I'm totally eyeballing this here. So we're going to go, it's about 2 inches wide. 2 inches wide. So let's make it 3 inches. So let's go 3 inches by 9 inches. All right. So we know this is 12 inches wide. We can get 4 bookmarks out of this one sheet. Okay. So let's take it. If you're a card maker, a paper crafter, You should have one of these 12-inch cutters. They are awesome tools. All right, so we're gonna line that up at the 3 inches. And there's one. Let's move it along. Let's see here. There's the next 3. Got that. And then our last cut. Line it up at 3. And go down. Okay. Now, we said we want them 9 inches long. I'm going to put a couple together at the same time here. We're going to take it at the 3 inch because 12 minus 9 is 3. So let's bring it to that point. Okay, here's our bookmarks. We have 2, or we'll have 4 3-inch little squares, which will be great for using the minis. So we'll put those aside for another day. Let's get these guys lined up. Get it to the 3 inches. And then make sure that's cut through. So here's your 2 more 3-inch little squares, okay? Perfect for our minis. We have so many minis, you guys. A lot of our old retired minis came back. So make sure you're snagging those. You need to go to the specials category and you'll see those all in there. Okay. Now, let's prep our ChalkSuede paper. You can do it you can prepare 2 ways. One way, use a fuzzing cloth and fuzz your transfer till you can't fuzz it anymore. Or we can wax these and buff it in real quick and then go ahead and chalk on them without worrying about your transfer sticking or really struggling to pull it off. It should be a nice, easy release, okay? So I'm gonna do the latter and I am going to wax mine. So let's get our wax open. I'm going to use my new handy dandy tool. This is not a chalk couture tool, but just kind of like an ink dauber. I'm just going to go up and down. We're just applying it right now. Okay. Do it on this one. If you guys keep missing the lives and you want to be notified when I go live, I have a texting system, so you can go ahead and comment text and we'll get you set up. Or you can text the word chalk, C-H-A-L-K, to 513-717-5533. And you just fill out a really quick questionnaire. Hello, Miss Neva, how are you? All right, let's go ahead and finish waxing these. All right, so they're waxed. Now we're gonna let that sit for a brief moment and get a paper towel. Or you can use our the wax applicator. That's great for buffing off the wax as well. I'll just get all these little wax crumbs off here. Then we're gonna sweep up this table. Getting down to the end of that jar, it's getting kind of crumbly. Okay, let me just get this out of the way. All right, now we're gonna take one at a time and we're just gonna kind of rub it. And I didn't do the whole thing because the actual flowers and stems won't take up the full 3-inch wide piece. So I kind of just went down the middle a little bit. All right, say hi everyone as you're hopping on. Hello Pam, hello Chrissy. Thanks for hopping on. We're making some really cute and empowering bookmarks out of our ChalkSuede paper. You can get 12-inch sheets. You get 12 to the pack. I think it's 12, 10 or 12. Okay, we got our bookmarks ready. They're all waxed and ready to go. See if I can get that glare working. Yeah, not today. Not gonna happen today. Okay, so let's pick out some words. We know we're not gonna do kindness because that's too wide. Although that would just fit, but we want to give our flowers some room. So I think I'm gonna do, gotta do love. And I like peace. I like goodness. I like them all. You know what would be fun? You know what would be really nice? This would be great for weddings. I'm just thinking about this. If you do, and I don't know the number, so excuse me for not knowing that, but the verse where it's like, love is kind, love is patient. Love would be one to put on there. Patience, faithfulness, kindness, joy. Oh my gosh, all of these would be awesome to put on a sign just throughout the wedding venue. I think that would be really pretty. I'm gonna have to do, I gotta think about that. I want to think about how, maybe I'll do my wood cutouts, and I'll do it on the wood cutouts. All right, so let's peel this back. And let's start with, let's do peace. All right, so we're gonna try to, wondering how this would be best, since we're not cutting it. Wondering if I should just go ahead and fuzz it just a little bit so it's not too terribly tacky. Hello, Miss Kathy. How are you tonight? All right, let's go ahead and just get these fuzzed here. Just a little bit. Trying to figure out how I want to line this up. See, because it wants to stick to itself, so you gotta watch. Don't freak if it does. Fuzzing really helps with that, so if it should happen to stick on itself, it's not as sticky as it was first off the backer sheet. So you have a little play there. Don't ever flip out if it does. If it does, and you're having a hard time separating two, just pull gently, slowly. In worst case, you can put it in water and that'll soften it up more. And that'll be a little bit easier. All right, let's do, just gonna kind of lay that down. Let's get one under, I wanna do peace. So I'm just gonna kind of hold it in my hand, totally eyeballing it, side to side. Okay, there we go. And I'm doing it just in black. I'm not adding any color. Let's do love too, since we got it here. Top to bottom, side to side. And trying to make sure it's straight across. Okay, let's start with these two. So I'm gonna rub that down. Okay, make sure everyone can see that. I'm gonna grab my black velvet paste. And you shouldn't need a lot, so we're just gonna kind of pick up a little bit. Be careful of the flower that's next to it. So you can use your transfer tape if you want to cover it. If you're not confident that you won't hit it, you know, put your hand over there, do whatever you need to do to keep it covered. And I'm just going to go over those flowers. Go straight down. Don't get too close. Make sure you're staying on the transfer material. So that's the teal. Get off your excess. Okay. And then I'm going to move this and get this guy out of here. Oh, how pretty is that? That's so pretty. All right, we're gonna put that aside to dry. Let's get this guy down. Thank you, Neva. Appreciate that. You know, everybody was doing like all of them at once. I'm like, what could I do differently? And I know my girls like to read. I wish I read more. I really do. I used to read when I was younger. Now my eyes get so tired. Okay, let's grab a little bit more. I think this would be great for any little gift, little handouts. You know, these could have been put in Easter baskets with like a little book to read. Okay, getting that excess off. Let's get this guy off. Oh my gosh, look how pretty that is. Piece. So nice. As you're doing this too, think about how, you know, you could put a little hole at the bottom with a little tassel. You can corner off the tops, which I might do. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. All right, let's do two more, guys. Two more. I'm gonna do, let's do joy and let's do patience. I do like those two. All right, so let's bring this over here. If you're like me and you're afraid you're gonna put your finger in it, dry them right away. Otherwise, wait for them to dry. All right, let's do this one. I love that they are transparent, right? The transfers, so that we can put things up to it. And placement, you know, you can get your placement just right. See if that's good there. That one looks crooked, but it's perpendicular with the edge, so I think we're good on that one. Okay, rub that down. You want to make sure you're rubbing that down, because with the paper you want to make sure there's no space under there so that it can move on you or squirt out under there. All right, so again, careful with the flowers that might be really close. Just cover what you want. Take off excess. Sometimes the paste will feel really, really slippery on our oh, I'm getting dirty all over. Careful with your fingers. Don't get paste everywhere. And we're gonna peel it off. Oh my gosh, I'm really liking these. These are so pretty. There's Joy. Put that guy up there. And see, now this kind of collapsed on itself, so I'm just going to gently tug, and then it comes apart. And we got one left. We're going to do Patience. Love is patient. Who saw the solar eclipse last night or yesterday? we had about 98%, I think they said, 97 or 98% totality, which was pretty cool. And it's just so weird, like 20 minutes away, it was total, 100%. We were just happy to see a lot of it. I thought that was pretty cool. And it was so cool. It just got dark and it got cold. Like they said the temperature would drop a good 10-15 degrees, and it did. You could tell it got breezy. And for those that were in total darkness, like the birds stopped chirping. It was really bizarre. Just so cool. What a crazy phenomenon. We had a partial eclipse back in 2017, I think. 17, yeah. Kids were still in school, I think. And I have pictures, you know, of everybody looking up at the sky. It's just cool. It's a cool phenomenon. All right, we are almost done with this last one. This is Patience. Kind of pulling it at a weird angle here. There we go. Yes. When they stick, you do. Especially on surfaces like paper, glass, mirrors, anything like very flat and slick. Trying to... There we go. All right, I'm going to put this to the side. That will be washed in cool water. So here's Patience. Let me go ahead and get my quick dry tool here. There's Joy. I just think they're just so dainty. I just really love them. No. Okay, hold them down, they move. Make sure it's dry before you really start handling them. If the 3 inches you feel is too thick, you can cut them down widthwise. It'll just be a nice little bookmark, a little placekeeper. You could do it on watercolor paper and do like a watercolor effect on the paper first. Let it dry. And then chalk black on top, that would be pretty. You can also do kind of like a coloring effect where you could do it in black, color in your leaves real nice and simple, and then chalk on top of it again in black to give it that nice outline again. Not pretty. So you got Joy, Patience, Peace. Let's get this out of the way. They are 3 inches by 9 inches. 3 inches by 9 inches. And the 3 inches is really to accommodate the largest flower. That is kindness. You may even want to go 3.5 for the word kindness. But we used our sheets of watercolor, or not, I'm sorry, the ChalkSuede paper, and those are 12 by 12. So we cut 4 strips of 3 inches, and then off each one we cut 3 inches, and then we have 4 3-inch squares, which is perfect for our minis too. So get out those summer minis, because summer is coming. I know, we've barely even gotten through spring, right? All right, there you go. Oops, that might be, you know what? I'm going to take you guys out a little bit. There we go. So you got Joy, Patience, Peace, Love. And then the other ones are kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. You guys, thanks so much for showing up tonight. I hope you enjoyed tonight's demo and it gave you some good ideas on how to use this Transfer Joy Love piece. It just came back into stock today, so make sure you check it out. Links are all in the video description. And